Hello Capricorn, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your reading for February 2019. This reading is for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon and Capricorn Rising sign. I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, watch your Moon sign or your Rising sign. I'm using Universal Tarot deck. The cards are very big. You will see clearly all the messages. I got it for Christmas from my daughter, so I'm going to use it today. All my readings are love readings. However, if the cards will be showing me some other aspects of your life, I will be talking about those as well. Let's move a little bit forward. Your first card is Magician. I have to admit it's a third time I'm attempting to record your video, and something happens with my camera or with the cards. But every time I try to sort of do the spread for you, I got the Magician card. We have Knight of Wands as well. We have Seven of Pentacles. And your Spirit's message is the Knight of Pentacles. So we've got two, Knight of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. We have Ten of Cups. We have Nine of Wands. We have Eight of Wands, and your Spirit message is Seven of Wands. We have Judgment, but it's reversed. I usually don't read reversed cards, but I'm going to leave it like this. We have the Hierophant. We have Ace of Wands, and we have Four of Wands as your Spirit's message. It's a monthly reading, so this will be the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. And you're starting the month very strong, dear Capricorn, having the Magician as your first card. Card of new beginning, starting something very strong, having all the tools available to you to achieve whatever you want to achieve at the beginning of February. You will have all the resources. It's a major arcana card. Again, I'm telling you, it's number one, starting something new and having that power, having that strength to do. Actually, this card, I don't know if you guys know, looks pretty similar colors with the card of strength, where the person is actually taming the beast, taming the lion, but the colors are the same, so the same message. You've got power, you've got strength, you've got resources to achieve whatever, and there's no end to this, to your powers, with the sign of infinity over your head. I've got two Knights over here. The Knights usually talk about how quickly the situation is going to develop, but this one is the Knight of Wands, very passionate. It's either someone who is the fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, someone who hasn't reached the age of 40, quite a young individual, very passionate, very sexy, very creative, artistic. He hasn't reached the maturity of the King yet, but he's got a lot of that internal passion in him. Whatever he wants, you know, if we're talking about maybe you starting something new, and the card of Magician tells us that some of you will start something new, a new chapter in your life, or new project, new relationship or something. You will put all your passion into it, and you will push the situation. You will be the ruling force of the situation. If you know, maybe if it's in a relationship, then that could be a new partner. You're starting a new relationship, and both of you are very passionate about this relationship. You've got Seven of Pentacles next to it, card of reflection, card of analyzing, so what to do next. If we talk about love and relationship, you might be invested a lot of efforts into this relationship, and it's time for you, both of you maybe invested a lot of time and efforts into this relationship, and it's now time for you to start reevaluating and reflecting and thinking about future. So what's the next step? So what do we do next? For those of you who are not interested in romance, that could be something to do with your finances, with your your career. Maybe you put in a lot of efforts in your career, work, your job, and now it's time for you to start thinking, you know, about next step. You know, do you persevere doing the same what you're doing now, or it's a time for you, it's a time for change, maybe maybe getting a new experience, maybe getting a new project, maybe getting a new job or something like that. And in your advice position we have Knight of Pentacles, and I think Knight amongst 3 knights, this is the slowest moving one. And because it's an advice position, I think the card is telling you slow down a little bit. It's a message for you. I know you want everything to develop very fast. If we talk about new relationship, maybe you sort of jumping into this relationship a bit too fast. Maybe slow down a little bit. Start, you know, take one step at a time. If we talk about new project, new career, new job, again, it tells you, you know, yes, it's good to have so much, put so much energy into it. It's good to be so passionate about it, but slow down, you know, take one step at a time. Don't rush into anything, because this knight is the slowest moving, but he is very steady, very reliable, very sort of trustworthy knight. So he takes one step at a time, and that is the message for you, dear Capricorn. Could be you for some of you, because for some younger listeners it could be you yourself, sign of Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. In the middle of the month, I see again lots of wands energy. First card is the being very happy where you are, being surrounded by happiness in your home, in your environment. It's a card of family bliss. If you have a partner, then two of you in the right place, in the right time at the moment. You know, there's a harmony between two of you. If you have children, then it's all very harmonious between all in your family. For those of you who haven't got a family or a partner, even if you're single, you're still quite happy where you are. You're happy even with this state of singleness, which you know you might be embracing it. So you're happy to be single. You're happy where you live. You're happy what surrounds you, your friends, family. I don't know. It's very positive. Number 10, it's also achieving that cycle. 10 is the end of the cycle as well, because after 10 we got 1. So you created that environment for yourself, happy home, happy family. Cups is always talks about emotions, and here we have all the positive emotions over here. As I said, we have a lot of want energy over here. We got 9, 8 and 7 over here. Number 9 is telling you that if you started something new, stay for it. It's a card of the warrior. Someone who is taking the first blow, usually, if it's at home, if in a family environment, situation, maybe you are the one who always take all the responsibilities. You're the one who dealing with any problems arises in the family situations. You are the one who's solving everything, and everyone is standing behind. The same could apply for those who are not interested in a love relationship, maybe talking about work and career. Maybe you are the one who is always taking all the responsibilities. The card is actually saying that stay put, persevere for a while, because after 9 we got 10, and 10 is the end of the cycle again. Only then, maybe, you know, if we talk about work situation, then maybe you just need to sort of behave like that for a little bit longer, to be sort of recognized by your management, by your bosses or someone else, and then, you know, you get that position, which you will get that promotion, you will get that bonus or whatever you're wanting to achieve, and then you will be able to sort of drop your weapons and relax a little bit. And the same, as I said, in a family environment, you know, persevere a little bit longer. You know, that's your role at the moment in a family, or in, you know, even if you're not a family, maybe just two of you, it's your role at the moment, but the situation can change very rapidly. I see a lot of correspondence. If again we're talking about love, then could be a lot of correspondence, maybe two of you. It's also a card of traveling, maybe one of you traveling somewhere, and there's a lot of internet communication, Skype messages, WhatsApp, and that sort of energy. As I said, also traveling by air possible. travel, maybe business trips for some of you. For those of you who are looking for love and relationship, maybe it's with your partner. There is a lot of correspondence. There's a lot of messages goes by backwards and forwards, and your spirit's message similar to that. 7 of Wands and 9 of Wands, very similar. Stay put, protect what is yours, protect your position at work, for example, protect your family, protect your partner if you're interested in love and relationship. Be strong. Also, don't draw, this card is talking about values, talking about our stay for what you believe. It also talks about if you're dating, for example, keep true, be true to your values, to what you believe. Don't drop your barriers. Don't let people, don't lower your barriers. Don't lower your standards as well. That's what the card is all about. The Judgment card is usually talks, if I'll turn it upside down in the right way, talks about new beginning. Actually, it's the end of the month, end of February. It's hearing that call. Angel is calling. It's a wake-up call. Maybe it's cut off being given a second chance, and maybe you want it because it's reversed. It's either that second chance maybe will be delayed. You will still get it, but it will be delayed, or you wanting to get that second chance, but somehow it's sort of like you're still not getting it. Could be, as I said, with relationship. It's also a card of reconciliation. If there was any problems, maybe there is a bit of discrepancies with the 7 of Wands, having that 7 of Wands and 9 of Wands. Maybe you're standing for yourself actually in relationship over here, but I see that there's a very happy environment, so I don't see any troubles there. So it could be somewhere in other aspects of your life you are hoping to be given a second chance, maybe at work, or if there is some problems in a relationship, maybe you want to reconcile, but somehow there is there are some obstacles on the way and it's not happening. Maybe the person is not reaching towards you, you're not reaching towards that person, and it's not happening at the moment, or it may be just delayed. Maybe eventually it will happen, but it's not happening right now at the moment, not by the end of February. Again, this card is talking about new beginning, but maybe you're hoping to get that new beginning with someone else, but it's not happening at the moment. We see the card of Hierophant, so represents sign of Taurus. For some of you, Taurus could be significant. Maybe you are in relationship with Taurus or starting a relationship with Taurus, because we see the Wands, Ace of Wands, new beginning in love and romance. Very passionate card, very romantic card as well. And we have Hierophant. Sometimes Hierophant is simply telling you that you're blessed in this situation. If you're looking for love, if you're looking for a new project, new job, or a career or something, your path, your search is blessed. That's the gesture he's doing. He's blessing you. Hierophant sometimes talks about rules and regulations, following rules and regulations. Card of marriage, traditional marriage, marriage in church for some of you, or maybe some prayer house, whatever religion you are. It's a card of also talking about learning from the wise teachers. So, again, if we're talking about work and career for some of you, it might be that you need to pay attention to your senior colleagues or senior management and learn from them, because you were given that opportunity to work with these people. Card is also, as I said, about rules and regulations. I'm talking about sometimes it's big corporate rules and you have to follow the big corporate companies' rules and regulations as well. So whatever, but card in general, card is a religious card. Maybe for some of you it's just visit the prayer house and to speak to a priest or someone. That might be useful for you, but for the end of February. I do see a new beginning for some of you, maybe new love relationship, or if you are in relationship, there's a new passion between two of you. Wands is very phallic symbol, very sexual energy, very passionate. there's a lot of passion going, a lot of physical attraction between two of you, and maybe the relationship will start from just this physical attraction on a physical level, and might transfer into something serious in the future, because we have Four of Wands, which is again happy home, happy family. Planning a wedding. We were talking about mentioning wedding here with the Hierophant. For some of you planning wedding or engagement party. It's celebrating something, planning a celebration as well. If it's not for you, maybe for your children, you're planning wedding or engagement party. For some of you, maybe you're planning the traditional wedding over here. 4 is the number of stability in numerology. It's a very stable card, so you're planning for a stable future for yourself or for your children, for example. Very, very positive. It's very similar to this. We're here, you're still planning and building that. We're there, you're already there, and you have very comfortable environment, very happy environment. Let's see what additional messages we have for you, dear Capricorn, from Lenormand deck. Oh, one of them. We got the owl. Owl is news, very important news, because birds are bringing information. Birds are bringing gossip sometimes, but owl brings a very important information. We have a snake, again, turned upside down. Maybe you will hear about someone who is not, someone wants to harm you or something, and it's something about the child. It's either about the child, you will hear something about the child, but it's not, the news is not going to be very good. Someone will try to sort of either harm you or something, and you know, that's why you're listening to those videos, so you know how to protect yourself. For those of you who are single parent, you might find out that your other partner is planning something malicious towards, maybe he wants to start custody of the child or something, you know, maybe he wants to stop paying maintenance or something like this, something to do with the child. Children sometimes talks about new beginning, new start, but having a snake next to it, I don't think, you know, you will get the news about that new beginning which you want. You remember I was saying there will be some delays, and having a snake, it might be something to do with the one particular person, and that's why things will be delayed for you, dear Capricorn, because of someone who has got his own agenda. I want to get a couple of oracle cards from the Romance Angels for those of you who are interested in a love and relationship. Upside down, okay, the whole deck. Let's see what we have for you. We have, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That's good. So maybe if you always gone for a blonde tall, this time this person is going to be short and darker. So yes, or maybe a personality type. You always like people who are soft-talked and maybe gentle, and this one will be a little bit more sort of just different. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. For some of you, addiction could be alcohol, drugs, gambling, something like that might affect your romantic. For some of you, might affect your romantic life. And the last message is chemistry. Remember we were talking with the Ace of Wands, so there's a strong chemical attraction, there is a strong magnetic attraction here, which is very true. We've seen it by the Ace of Wands. I want to get another oracle card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and your message today, dear Capricorn, is to be fair. Yes, it's so similar to the card of justice in Taро deck, to be fair, and also the Sheik holds the scales, similar to the card of justice. Keep balance in all aspects of your life, even in emotional level. You know, keep check on your emotions. Also be fair, or you know, be fair to other people, and people will be fair to you. For those of you who are in some sort of maybe battling for the child maintenance or child custody or something, any legal issues in any aspect of your life, I think you will get it. You will get the justice, because you get to be fair. Let's see what's let's see. I'm using the Psychic Taро by John Holland, another oracle deck. And your message, dear Capricorn, for February is truth. Here we are, very similar messages. One of them to be fair and true. So be true to yourself, and look for truth, because with the snake, I think you might need to look into the situation more deeper, in more details, and get the truth, because otherwise you might be tricked into something, you know, or bitten by the snake. You know, you might the circumstances might not be very pleasant for you. So search for, or look for truth, and be fair, and you might get the justice. You know, justice will be on your side. Well, that's all I have for you, dear Capricorn. I hope that was the interesting reading for you, and see you soon again. Bye.